All right. Welcome to the NPI National Championship game between UCF and Texas State. These two actually played each other earlier in the season. Texas State got the win, but these two were bound to rematch at some point. And hey, it made it happen in the national championship game. This is number one versus number two. But once again, this is the national championship game. Texas State is back in their second national championship game. They made it here in the first season and lost a heartbreaker to the Baylor Bears, but they got some revenge against Baylor in the semifinals, getting a big win against them to get to this stage. And as far as UCF, they got hot at the end. They had a very tough schedule down the stretch, but they did what they could. They got the win, and here they are in the national championship game. And for both of them, this is the first time both programs have made it to the national championship game. And as this is the second one for Texas State. This is the first one for UCF. Winner of this game will be the first national champion of NPI. So looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun one. Both have done an excellent job building their squads over the last couple of seasons to get to this stage. So I expect a good game. And as I mentioned, they played in week number 4. It was a 52-36 Texas State win. But this is the big stage for the national championship. Been a long time since they've seen each other. So a lot can change, a lot can happen. So again, let's get ready for a good game. And here they go. Here we go, the national championship game between Texas State and UCF. They are here at the New Orleans Superdome, home of the Saints, the Sugar Bowl, and as of today, the national championship game. I'm not sure who's going to win this game. Both teams, like I said, they deserve to be here. They've had great runs, so let's see how this plays out. Good luck to them both. Intrigued to see who's going to get the ball first.
And this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion.
All right, here we go. And it looks like Texas State will get the ball to start this ball game. So the Heisman Trophy winner, Brad Jackson, will step onto the field first. What's going on? This is a GT user checking in. He lost a close semifinals game. You all saw this game on Wednesday afternoon. He lost a heartbreaker against the UCF Knights, and they could have easily been in this game too, but they'll be back in the paint next season. But here we go. Here goes the kick. And will he bring out the end zone? No, he will not. That's Ryan Niblett. He's going to take a knee, and that's where Brad Jackson and the Texas State offense will take over. Once again, you've heard me mention it in previous streams. These guys broke the record book wide open. He was the Heisman Trophy winner. He could very well be playing his final game at Texas State. But let's find out. Let's see how this is going to go. Got play clock under 5. He's going to snap. Brad Jackson takes it underneath. That's going to be Jelani Watkins. A gain of 4, and that's how this national championship will start. Once again, this is a really good offense. They really get everybody involved. You may see a lot of Watkins. Last game, it was a lot of Tristan Brown against Baylor. So they really do spread the football around. So it's going to be intriguing to see how they're going to navigate their offense against this UCF defense. Has been pretty good down the stretch. 2nd and 6. They hand it off. That's going to be L.J. Johnson. He's going to be stopped for nothing and make that 3rd down and 6. Ball got to get to the 35-yard line for a first. Jackson drops back. He takes underneath to L.J. Johnson. It's a 1st down. He gets into the 45, and he's going to get past it to the 47. And that's a 1st down for Texas State. It's a big 3rd down conversion. One of the highest scoring offenses in the league. Again, you got to get your stops when you can to going against this offense. So 1st and 10 for Texas State at the 47. Here goes the RPO. That's going to be Tristan Brown. I just mentioned him. He gained 6 yards and passed midfield to the 47-yard line. As you can see on the opposite side, UCF has a really talented offense over there at UCF. You'll see them next. 2nd down and 4. Brad Jackson looks. He gets the completion to Antoine Gates, who has a 1st down, past 35 to the 34. And Texas State is moving the football to start this game. As you can see, he's had a great year. He had 1,200 receiving yards and 20 touchdowns as a freshman. There's a big reason why he was under the All-Americans when the season ended. Because these are insane. These are Brock Bowers numbers for a tight end in college. 1st and 10 to the 34. Sending the receivers in motion. He's going to flip the play again. You may see this happen a couple of times with this offense. Here goes a QB blast. He's going to gain 3 yards with the quarterback. That is Brad Jackson. That's Derek Rogers Jr., one of the seniors on this defense with the tackle. He wants to finish his collegiate career with a national championship.
2nd down play coming up.
2nd down and 7. Ball at the 31. They're in field goal range. Brad Jackson drops back, takes the completion to Antoine Gates, who has a 1st down. Just barely got it to the 23. And as you can see, that's his 81st catch of this season.
No matter where it's coming from, the tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an out.
You got 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. They hand it off to L.J. Johnson. I don't know why he cut back up that middle, but he actually probably had 6 right there. But it's a gain of 6 inside the red zone to the 17. He's going to flip the play. It's been a pretty lengthy first drive for Texas State. Brad Jackson drops back. He gets a completion. Nibble it inside the 5 to the 4. The transfer from Texas makes it 1st down and goal for the Texas State Bobcats. And it's going to be a no huddle for the offense.
Really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route.
Let's see, can they score here?
Being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
They're going to flip the play. He's going to go a QB blast. He fumbles the football, and UCF recovers. One of the rare times that you will see Brad Jackson cough the football up, in UCF at the goal line makes a stand. And let's see how their offense will respond. 1st and 10 at the 5. Hands it off to Ball, and Ball gets only a yard. That is the transfer out of the University of Florida in his final game also for UCF. Hoping that he can get him a national title to end his collegiate career. But make that 2nd down and 9 at the 6-yard line. Gotta send a receiver in motion, or actually running back. That's ball in motion. Play clock under 10. Jarvis Pepper drops back, takes a shot. It is incomplete and make that 3rd and 9 at the 6. That is good coverage by Texas State's defense. And if they can come away with a stop, this would be huge, especially after the turnover. And oh no, I'm hoping we're not about to have some connection issues. 3rd and 9. They got to get to the 15 for a first down. Let's see how they play this on 3rd down. I can see this going to the slot or maybe even Dallas Wilson on a one-on-one. Let's see what they call up here. Play clock under 10. Here goes Culpepper. He throws a completion, and it's going to be a first down. You know what? That's Malachi Tony with the reception. The transfer from Miami. And that is a big first down for UCF. And that's a 15-yard gain to the 21. Under 30 seconds left for the first. Here goes Jaden Ball. He's going to be tackled for only a gain of 3. And that might be one of the last plays of this first quarter, as we saw Texas State move the ball inside the 5 and fumble. And that's how we got here to a scoreless first quarter, tied at 0 here in the national championship game. And if you're Texas State, this has got to be deja vu for you, because this happened in the previous national championship game. Brad Jackson had a big fumble late in the 4th quarter, and Baylor capitalized and ended up winning the national championship because of it. 2nd and 7. Play clock under 10. Dallas Wilson will be going in motion. Now it's under 5, 4, 3. You got to start that ball. It's going to be a false start on the offensive line. And if you play college football 26, you know once you get about 6 or 5 seconds in, there's a high percentage that you might get flagged for false start. Now they're going to send receiver Temple in motion. Play clock under 10. Here goes Culpepper. He gets a completion, and that's going to be a first down. Look like that's going to be Daniel Derber, who had an outstanding semifinal game against Georgia Tech. As you can see, he had 5 catches for $139 and 3 touchdowns in the comeback win against Georgia Tech. But that extends the drive to the 37, 1st and 10 for UCF. And he's going to flip the play. Play clock under 10. Here goes Culpepper. He's going to roll out the pocket. He's going to look, throw it deep, and that's going to be incomplete. He had him wide open, but he couldn't hit that throw on a run.
Oh my gosh, would he love to have that one back? Open receiver downfield.
But he was wide open, and he might have scored on that play.
That one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
2nd and 10. Sending Swint, the backup running back, in motion. Play clock under 5, 4. He gets a snap off. Culpepper's going to take it underneath. That's going to be Malachi Tony, gain of a yard, make that 3rd down and 9 for UCF's offense. Can Texas State defense make a stop? And as you can see through both of the teams in this first half so far, UCF's defense made a stop. Let's see, can Texas State defense come up with a stop? 3rd and 9. Going to send, like it's going to be Durbin, the tight end, in motion. Got to get to the 47. Culpepper pumps, throws, gets a completion. That's going to be 4th and 3. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And a timeout for Texas State. Let's see what they dial up here on 4th and 3. They got to get to the 46 for a first down. Looks like they're going to send the house. So that ball got to have to come out quick if you're UCF. Or that pressure may get home. Let's see. But it could lead for a play down the field if he can't get there. Culpepper takes a shot. He gets the completion, and it's 1st and 10 right at the goal line. Make that 1st and goal, but it's going to be technically 1st and 10 at the 10. What a catch on 4th down by Malachi Tony. And now UCF is 10 yards away from getting on the board. What a play call. They hand it off. Jaden Ball gonna gain 2 yards. But what a gutsy play on 4th down, and Malachi Tony responds with a big catch. Oh boy, let's see what just happened. Okay, 2nd down and 8 from the 8. Technically, it's technically like a 1st and goal. See what they can dial up here. Can they punch it into the end zone to take a lead before the 2-minute timeout? They're going to flip the play. That's going to be Jaden Ball. Here we go. Pressure's coming, and it's incomplete. Make that 3rd down and 8. Here we go, 3rd and 8. Can they get into the end zone? They are in field goal range should they not score a touchdown. And this is a perfect angle if they have to go up 3-0. But I'm sure they're trying to get 6 here. Play clock at 15. 2:20 left in the half. Pressure's coming. End zone, touchdown, UCF. And that's going to be Durbin, I believe. That's actually Malachi Tony with a touchdown to get a 7-0 lead. I do not think that was a smart move to send the house on 3rd down. Not when you could have gave him a field goal attempt. And that was a 12-play, 100-yard, 4-minute and 6-second drive to take the lead here at the national championship game. But if you're Texas State, you have to score. Niblett not going to bring out the end zone.
No return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they begin the drive at the 25. So the first play of the drive.
And that's going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 25. They hand it off. L.J. Johnson is going to gain 2 yards. And that might be the last play before the 2-minute timeout. UCF is leading 7-0. And they will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So if you're Texas State, it is so key that you get on the board this drive. Because what you do not want to happen is to potentially be staring at a 14-0 deficit.
Now it's 2nd down here.
2nd down and 8. He hands it off. It's going to be a gain of 3. Make that 3rd and 5 for the for Texas State's offense.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line.
Got to be at 35 for first. Brad Jackson gets the completion. That's going to be short of the 1st down. Make that 4th and goal. 4th and 2 at the 33. Got to get to the 35 for first. If they do not convert here, that is not ideal position trailing 7-0 in less than 2 minutes left in the half. Got to get a completion here, or a conversion, excuse me. And it looks like UCF's going to dial up the pressure, and there's a timeout from Texas State. They must didn't like what they seen there. But you got to credit the way that UCF has played so far. They took advantage of forcing a turnover against one of the most high-power offenses in the country. Got 7 points. Now they have an opportunity. Can they buy a stop and possibly get some more points before the half? Brad Jackson looking. He got a wide open completion. That's Jelani Watkins to the sideline, down to the 42. And he hasn't been a big part of this offense at times, but he makes a big play on 4th down. And there's going to be a challenge of the ball, the spot of the ball. And that's going to still be a 1st down for Texas State, but it's probably going to move the positioning of the football back to the 46. But that's Jelani Watkins, the junior from LSU.
Receivers are bunched together.
Play clock under 10. They hand it off. LJ Johnson, what a block. Gets to the outside, to the 40, to the 35, 30. Gets right close to the 30. Make that the 32-yard line. And they're back in field goal range. Got Tev checking in, saying BG.
Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your
So as you see, LJ Johnson has 5 carries for 32 yards. It might have been his best run of the day so far, to be honest. But again, if you're Texas State, you got to get some points before the half, whether it's a field goal or not. Here goes the RPO. That's going to be a short gain of a yard. That's going to go to Tristan Brown, who had a big semifinal game against Baylor. Under a minute left in the half. Brad Jackson looking. He gets it to Antoine Gates, who will get inside the 15. And why did he fall in bounds? I get that the clock is going to stop, but hey, that's that for you. 1st and 10 inside the 28 to 16. He's trying to run some of that clock. But he only has 1 timeout. He hands it off. LJ Johnson gets only 3 yards. Game clock is under 30 seconds. Now to 20 when he snapped the ball. They're going to put some press coverage up on the Texas State offense, who only has 1 timeout in their pocket. Here goes Jelani Watkins down to the 6. That's inside the 5. Make that 1st and goal at the 3. Can they capitalize this time and punch it into the end zone? Last time they were down here, they ended up having a fumble from Brad Jackson. This time they got to punch it in because you have no timeouts in 10 seconds. And now UCF is going to call a timeout. Believe me when I tell you, these coaches realize how important this particular play is as far as the rest of the game. Here we go, 1st and goal. At the 3. What would they dial up here? Brad Jackson rolls out. He's going to throw it out of bounds. Smart move. He got 5 seconds. He might call one more play and maybe kick a field goal. Or do they take the field goal here? Okay, he got 1 more play in him. So 5 seconds. Got to watch for the corner route. Here we go. Jackson looking. End zone. That's incomplete. That's what he needed. And a field goal attempt is coming. I actually thought he caught that for a moment. But this is a horrible angle for a field goal. And now they're going to take a timeout. Do Texas State come back and actually run a play here? and run the risk of no points. This is a big decision right here because they will not get the ball to open the third quarter. So whatever happens, now the play clock is under 5.
So with only a few seconds left in the half,
They don't have enough time. They got to take a flag.
they'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark.
And that's going to make it third. So they're still, and that's a smart decline penalty because you still have them at the 3 at a bad angle. The 9 might have made the angle a little better.
Out comes the field goal.
Here we go.
So from the left hash, this
To
is
cut it to 4. He got it, and that's the half. Texas State trails 7-3 to UCF at halftime. It has been a good first half, but now UCF has an opportunity. Let me see what Tell said. He was looking for the cheesiest play. He didn't handle that. He didn't handle that drive well. He did not handle that clock well. He probably could have scored had he handled that clock a little bit better. But we'll see how that comes back to haunt him. Darius Farmer, the West Virginia transfer, is going to bring it to the 12. What is it? The 19. It's the 19. But if you're UCF, you got to get points this drive. You got to put pressure on Texas State to be down 11. What's going on? We got Let It Fly podcast checking in. What's going on, guys? 1st and 10. Play clock under 10. Here goes the handoff to Jaden Bond, and they were ready for it. It's a loss of a yard. That is not the way you want to start this third quarter drive. And that is Edwin Reed, the freshman. He built the clock trying to be smarter and smarter. Yeah, he did. He definitely did. He was definitely trying to milk the clock and try to get a quick score, but it did not go to his favor. Here goes 2nd and 11. They've sent pressure a couple of times. It has not worked out for Texas State in this game. Can it work this time? On 2nd and 11. Because if that ball can get off, he has one-on-one. Oh, he got the pressure. Make that 3rd down and 11. Now, this is a big part of this drive. If you're UCF, you have to extend this drive. You cannot come out and half with that momentum and let it go back to Texas State. Third down and 11. Set the underdog for the win. Okay. Play clock under 10. And it's a flag for false start. They're taking a little too much time on these drives. They have to convert this drive or at least make this 4th and manageable. Because you don't want the momentum to swing back in the favor of Texas State. Not with the way that defense played this first half. Play clock under 10 again. And another flag. Make that false start for the 2nd straight time. And it is 3rd and fix it, Jesus, for UCF. Oh, brother.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long.
Y'all are hilarious. He got to get this to the 29 to even extend this drive. Play clock under 5. He barely got that one off. Culpepper gets the completion. And it's 4th and inches. How did he complete that? Now it's 4th and manageable, but you got to call your best play. You cannot give this ball back to Texas State. 4th and inches. Here we go. He's stuffed in the backfield, and Texas State will take over on downs. I did not agree with that play call.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for
Oh, man, that is not the call that you make on 4th and inches. And now Texas State has the opportunity to take the lead. Brad Jackson takes a shot, is dropped. The defense. Now there's an opportunity for Texas State to steal the momentum of this game.
Good, clean play by the defense.
Make their 2nd and 10 inside the 30 at the 25. They just came up with a big stop on defense. They're going to flip the play. This has been a tough ball game. Brad Jackson looking. He gets the completion to L.J. Johnson. He gets a nice cut back inside the 10 to the 7. Make that 1st and goal. Trying to take the lead for the first time in this game. Brad Jackson takes the completion. Antoine Gates down to the 3. And another no huddle. Can the Heisman Trophy winner give them the lead for the first time in this game? See, they're going to try to dial up. Okay, here goes the flipping to the plate. Here goes Brad Jackson. I don't know if I will trust running with him because he fumbled on the first drive of the game, but I guess he's going to trust his quarterback here. 3rd and 2. Now, this is a big part of the game for this UCF defense. It looks like it's an opening for that running game. I don't know if they're going to call a run here, but if it's a pass, they might be in trouble. Here we go. Hands it off. And he is tackled at the 1. Make it 4th and goal. Oh, boy. Can UCF steal the momentum back? What are they going to dial up here? 4th and goal at the 1. They're going to flip this play. What are they going to dial up? Is this QB blast? Brad Jackson's into the end zone for a touchdown. I did not like the defense that UCF was in there. And you called it correct. It's a touchdown, and the Texas State Bobcats have taken their first lead of the game. Not going to lie, in that defense, that middle was kind of open most of the game, or most of this drive, so way to capitalize. But UCF, let's see what they can do. Rick Darius Farmer, oh, he cut back. We should have just ran that one through. And let's get this to the 23, and that's where UCF will take over. Absolutely. I did not like the cup. I didn't like that defense on 3rd or 4th down. They got a good tackle on 3rd, but in 4th down, he came right back to it. Now, UCF, who's had, the stream. Hold on. What's going on? Hold on a second, guys. What just happened? Give us 1 second. I think he don't realize that his stream cut out. There we go. So it looked like we had missed an incompletion. We'll make that 2nd down and 10 from the 23. Here we go. Culpepper, the pressure's coming. And that's 3rd down and 10. Oh, my goodness. Yes, the Texas State defense is now starting to show up to this game. This is not what you wanted if you're UCF. And now it is 3rd down coming up with 2:08 left in the 3rd. This is a very big momentum shift if you're Texas State. Can they come up with another stop? Here we go. Culpepper's going to get blitzed again. And they may have to punt it this time. but they're not. They're going to go for it on fourth down. I don't know if I agree with this, but let's see what happens. I think the pressure wanted just to make something happen is creeped in. He may not trust his defense. You got to figure out a way to stop that blitz. Fourth and goal. Play clock under 10. He might need to punt this one, but he's not. Good blitz pickup. Culpepper takes a shot. It is incomplete, and Texas State will take over again. Why take the big shot on fourth down? Now UCF is facing a very, very tough spot. They're down 3. Texas State have an opportunity to now make this a double-digit lead. Here we go. Brad Jackson gets up. Oh, that's picked off. What an interception. That's a big interception for UCF. And that is DJ Pickett, the transfer from LSU. And he has showed up at the most crucial time for the UCF defense. Here we go. He has it off. There goes Jaden Ball. And Jaden Ball, if he was faster, he's gone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was Swint on that play. If Swint had an extra step, that's 6. Oh, man. Oh, man. Gonna have to get creative now. You got to offset that mid blitz. Here we go. He has it back. Here goes Swint. Nice cut. Oh, he should have stayed to the outside. Oh, man. He had a great block on the outside. That worked the clock and take it back to score. I absolutely agree. You got to play it smart. Second down and 6. You know that pressure's going to come. Here we go. And he got there. It's a sack. And that's Edwin Reed, the freshman. You know they're going to send the house. They even sent the cheerleaders on that play. Might have been a little too soon to come out and try to throw it there. But let's see. He sold out for the blitz. Well, if they can pick up a blitz, Dallas Wilson has no safety behind him. Got to get the ball off. He throws an interception. Oh, man, he should have took the underneath. And that's going to go back to Texas State. And that's Jaden Brantley, the junior, with an interception. I don't know if I would have forced that one up the seam. I might have took it to Dallas Wilson, who had a little more of a step on his corner. But now, Texas State up 3, right at midfield. Pick up under 5. And he gets the ball off. Brad Jackson gets the completion. That's Antoine Gates. He's going to get inside the 40 to the 33. That's the 32. And now the Texas State Bobcats is building some momentum. Now, this is what you did not want if you were UCF. They had it off. LJ Johnson stays behind the tackle. He's got way more than he should have got out of that. That's a 9-yard gain. And that may be the final play of the third quarter. He's going to snap it, actually. Brad Jackson. He got LJ Johnson, who will get out of bounds. And that's the end of the third. Texas State is closing in on their first national championship. But can UCF force a stop? This third quarter saw a huge swing in this game. Definitely saw a big swing in this game. It was looking like it was going to be a UCF pull away early in the third. But things have changed. Brad Jackson gets the completion. Jelani Watkins with a touchdown for Texas State. And now the pressure is on. You're now trailing by 10. What a second half this has been for Texas State on both sides of the ball. Now UCF has to score their next possession, because this game is starting to get away from them. Kick is good. 17-7. And if you're just tuning in, Texas State trailed 7-3 at the half. There was two fourth down stops they came up with, one and both actually turned into a touchdown. Justin said GG's. Tev said 17 unanswered. Fight back, Brian. Yeah, it was 7-0, and there was 1 second left in the half. Man, how this game has changed since halftime. Here we go.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards.
And Rick Farmer could only get it to the 14, and down 10, they got to figure something out, because this game has started to get away from them. We got some betting odds that's in the chat. UCF plus 500 right now. First and 10 at the 14. Gotta be sending Temple, the freshman, in motion. And set the Texas State 7.5 is looking good and safe. And another flag. That's the fourth false start I've seen from this offensive line in this second half. It's just gotten away from them.
Offense looking to throw the ball.
First and 10, they hand it to Temple. He gains a yard. And again, Culpepper, 8 of 17, 120, one touchdown. This game it sucks, because these guys really was building something early in this game, and then this second half has been all Texas State. But it's not over. They just got to score here. Culpepper drops back, gets the completion. That's going to be Travion Swint. Good juke, and he gets it close to midfield, to the 43. That keeps the drive alive.
This quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count.
Drops back, Culpepper. Looking. Takes a shot. That's going to be called. Is that Durbin on the catch? That's actually Kari Jenkins on his first catch of the game. Ooh, he said he's smelling another turnover coming. Ooh. In his case, you better hope not. But first and 10, they are now back in Texas State territory for the first time this half.
This offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Culpepper drops back. He rolls out. He's going to look. He gets the... Oh, he overthrew it. He overthrew it. But you got to give credit to that pass rush from Texas State. They are now putting pressure on Culpepper. 10 of 20 for $166 and only a touchdown. Second and 10 at the 39. Got to pay attention to this pressure that's starting to come. That ball may have to come out quick if you're UCF here. Click on the 10. He gets a good completion. That's going to get close to a first down. That's to the 32. And is that Tony again on the catch? I believe so. Third down and 4. They got to get to the 28 to extend this drive. And they are in field goal range, but you really don't want to settle for a field goal at this stage of the game. you're down 10.
Execute it and try to stay with him in man coverage. Very tough to do.
Culpepper pressures in his face. Did he complete that? No. But will they settle? Oh, he's gonna pass up the field goal. And here goes 4th and season, honestly, for UCF. Because if they do not convert here, you can pretty much count. Oh, he's gonna kick the field goal. Oh, this meter is going crazy. Kick is good. And it's a 7-point game. So now that 7.5 is looking shaky. Unless Texas State goes down the field and scores. But you had to get points there. And with 3:46 to go, Texas State has the ball. They are a possession away from winning a national championship.
The Texas State offense back on the field now. Crucial possession. This game.
1st and 10, play clock under 10. They hand it off. It is going to be a stop for a yard.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
He says State will take the 3-point on the drive. They're smart enough at the burn the clock. That is true.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play.
Sending the receiver in motion. Here goes Brad Jackson. Drops back. He got pressured, and it's going to be 3rd down. Uh-oh. 3rd and 9 coming up. Can UCF's defense get a stop here? And it would be at the most crucial time if they can do it. Brad Jackson looks, takes a shot. He's wide open. That's Tristan Brown. And good night, UCF. Touchdown, Texas State. Oh, my goodness. And, oh, man. 24-10. And that might do it here in New Orleans. I don't know what in the world did he see right there. But he was wide open. And Tristan Brown, he absolutely deserves a MVP trophy. He's been big in these last 2 games, especially in the semifinals. He was huge in that game. And now he might have just given the touchdown to send Texas State home with a national championship trophy. Chelsea need that glitch round. Was it a glitch though? Or did that just happen to get open?
National championship game comes down to got to get points right now. Serious urgency.
1st and 10, down 14. Gang trying to get away from these guys. Drops back. Culpepper looking, completion. That's going to be Durbin. He's going to get out of bounds. That's going to get to the 34.
The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do after that nice game.
Here we go. 1st and 10, 2:49 left. They're down 14. Culpepper gets the completion. That's going to be Jaden Ball who gets the 1st down. It's going to be no huddle the rest of this game. At this point, I'm sure Texas State might even go prevent just so they don't give a big play here. And a timeout for Texas State. And as you can see, Texas State pass rush has been outstanding. Reed has 20 sacks on the year.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels.
They got number 10.
Here comes the first
Cole
pass
Pepper.
attempt. He escapes the pocket.
Throws out the pocket. He's going to throw a complete. Is it complete? No. I think he was already out of bounds.
This is smart defense. When you try to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense lines up for a second down.
Second and 10 at the 45. Drink so be chicken cream, fellas. $2:25 to go, and at this point, they got to get on the board. They got to get on the board, but it is looking kind of tough for these guys. Cole Pepper takes a pick and throws an interception. And that is going to do it here in New Orleans. That is Chase Davis, the senior. He had a pick in the game against Baylor that turned that whole football game in the third quarter. He just came up with an interception here. And now the Texas State Bobcats are about to get ready to celebrate. For the first time, they're going to be national champions. And just to kind of give you a rundown of their football history, this is huge for this program. They've been playing football since 1904. Oh, nice cutback. And that might be L.J. Johnson to break away. He's going to get a nice cutback. Oh, my God. He's going to celebrate touchdown, Texas State. And this is a route now. This program has won 2 Division II national championships in 1981 and 1982. This is their first Division I national championship. That was vicious by L.J. Johnson. These guys got to this stage back in first season. They lost a heartbreaker to Baylor. They said the second time would be a charm, and it's showing. UCF had a great season, though. Take nothing away from this great run they had. They just ran into a buzzsaw by the name of Texas State in the second half.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. When it comes down to this, they need to create some fourth quarter magic.
Here we go. They hand it off. Jaden Ball. Nice cutback. He's going to get close to us first, but it's the 2-minute timeout, and this game is decided. That just really trying to get to the end of this game. But the championship will be going home to Texas State.
Here's the second down play.
But I'm going to be intrigued to see how both of these teams handle this offseason. You know, several guys are probably going to go to the draft based on getting to this game, and that's going to be incomplete.
Defense today. They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan.
And this defense has put on a clinic in this second half. They have given up 3 points since being down 7-0 with 1 second left in the second, and they were down 7-3 at half. So this tells you the type of ball game this has been since the third quarter started. And it's picked off by Miles Davis again. And he is just short of the goal line. That's his second interception and his third in the last 2 weeks. He should be the defensive player of the week in his conference, and maybe even nationally. And they're not going to do anything else here. They're going to take a knee and get up out of here. It is a major congrats to Texas State. And this has been a fun season of no pun intended. I've enjoyed calling these playoffs. For the league members that are tuned in, the offseason schedule is listed in the group chat. It's going to start immediately after this game concludes. KD said, back in my day, Ant would try to, yeah, he would have tried to run it up again, but hey, he wants to get up out of here.
So this one is tucked away.
In one of the greatest coaching turnarounds in college football history, Texas State Bobcats are your national champions of season 3 of no pun intended. This offseason is about to start. We will probably kick the league off again on Tuesday. We will be back and we'll do some commentary during the season. We definitely won't wait again until the whole other month for the national championship. We'll do some games in the season, so be on the lookout. We appreciate the ones that watch this show. So just winding these last couple of seconds down. And I don't think he's going to kick a field goal here. I think he's going to just stand here.
On target the first time. This is a chip shot from this 23 yards out.
Or will he try a field goal here? I don't think so. He's not. And that's going to end this national championship game. Congratulations to Texas State on their very first national championship game. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. That is ending this season. And what a season for UCF, and congrats to all the teams on their season this year. Lock in. Off season begins now. UCF, don't hold your head. Excellent season. Great season by Coach Bryan Gordon and company. But this is the night of Coach Antheis McElroy Jr. and Texas State. Congrats. And that is going to end this national championship stream. Good night, everyone, and get back to watching March Madness.